Well, even as a kid, I clearly remember that every single year in early September, all across the land of 10,000 lakes, my fellow Minnesotans would speculate. What will the next 5 months bring? 3-13 or a Super Bowl ring? Will the purple and gold be the team to beat, or will we wind up the joke of the NFC? Will the Vikings suck? Will the Vikings suck this year? It's a valid concern, cause we're always getting burned. Will the Vikings suck this year? It may sound pessimistic, but you gotta understand that for almost 50 years they've been disappointing fans. Those 4 Super Bowls were a whole lot of fun, but we couldn't seal the deal on a single one. Then the 80s were a big letdown. Just look at Jerry Burns with that permanent frown. And then came that sweet Herschel Walker trade, also known as the shittiest trade ever made. But will the Vikings suck? Will the Vikings suck this year? Well, it's a question we assert, cause we're sick of getting hurt. Will the Vikings suck this year?
Hey, what's good? What's poppin'? What's crack-a-lackin', motherfuckers? It's the sexiest man alive, and I'm driving home. Driving home from the fucking gym. And, we got a hate week this week to start off against the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans on Sunday. The only video maker I know is fucking Stario. I don't know if Stario's coming out for hate week. I'm just going to be honest with you, man. I really don't have any hatred towards the Vikings. I'm aware that we've never beaten you guys or whatever. I think we've beaten you once. I don't know. I got to go back and look at the fucking, statistics from back in 2003. But anyways, let's get to it. Your quarterback is Sam Bradford, who is having a phenomenal comeback after 2 ACL tears. Fully aware of that. Some of the receivers that scares me is like Charles Johnson, Laquan Treadmill, Stephon Diggs, Adam Talafi, Cordell Patterson. You guys got a fucking beast of a fucking solid offensive receiving core. Kyle Rudolph is like your Jason Witten on the team. This guy right here definitely brings the fire. He brings a lot of heat. He brings a lot of passion and charisma to the team. And that's like your go-to guy. Hell, he is basically, besides Cordell Patterson, he's probably your second go-to guy on the team. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very nervous about this game. I am very fucking nervous about this game. Especially because the offensive side of the ball, I'm wondering how the defense is going to pair. Good news is Brian Cushion obviously is back, and he's kind of playing at 80% right now. He doesn't want to tear that ACL or MCL, so I understand there's meniscus. But the bad news is Watts is still out, obviously, for the remainder of the season, and that's for, another video for another time. Obviously, can the offensive line block? You're going to have, Javon Josely, Sherrod Floyd, fucking Everson Griffin, Anthony Barr, which Anthony Barr is a really good pass rusher. You're going to have 4 guys on the line, because I know you guys play a 4-3 defense. Eric Kendricks is the beast, Chad fucking Greenway, Terrence Newman, Andrew Solandijo, who had 2 interceptions last week, if I'm correct. Guy's a fucking solid beast. Harrison Smith, fucking Xavier Rhodes, a shutdown corner. Obviously, Xavier Woods most likely will be guarding DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm predicting Terrence Newman will most likely be guarding. I'm going to say he's probably going to be guarding Jalen Strong or possibly Braxton Miller. Trey Waynes and Marcus Schellers are probably going to cover the rest of our receivers. But that's, besides the point. The way to beat the Minnesota Vikings is we're going to have to get to the quarterback. Our pass rush is going to be so essential in this game. If we can put pressure on Sam Bradford and force him to make bad throws, I guarantee you the Texans have a chance to win this game. Everyone's counting us out. I think we're we're 5.5 point underdog. I think the Texans will cover the points. I'm very nervous about this game, Texan Nation, and that's why I was kind of hesitant about coming out with this video, because I truly believe that the Minnesota Vikings most likely will win this game. Home field advantage. They're playing very solid at 4-0. I know Packers fans are secretly rooting for them to lose, and that's fine. But in all reality, in all, essence, sense, you know, this is probably going to be one of the top 3 games of the week to watch. Of course, the Atlanta at Denver is probably the #1 game of the week to watch. I think Green Bay and Giants lands around number 4. And then the Texans land, I think, at number 2 or 3 on the lineup. I didn't get a chance to look at the rest schedule, but I think we come in at number 3. The most exciting game to watch this week. Anyways, to make a long story much longer, well, Dallas Cowboys and Cincinnati is going to be number 2, in my opinion. I know it sounds like a biased perspective because, you know, coming from a guy who lives in Houston and is in the state of Texas, you would think, oh, you're just saying that because, you know, Dallas in the state of Texas. No, I think Dallas and Cincinnati is going to be a very phenomenal game to watch. Now, let's just get back to the milk and cranny, okay? Stario, I don't have any beef with you, bro. I ain't got nothing against you. I ain't got nothing against your typers. I really miss Purple and Yellow Pride 88, and I really miss a lot of those other guys like Gold and Yellow and all them other cats that used to rep the TTC and they left over the years when I was here. It really would have been fortunate to trash talk against you guys, but you're not here. So I guess I'm just going to be talking to myself. I don't know if Stario's going to respond. But Stario, if you do watch this video, man, fuck your Minnesota Vikings. Fuck you motherfuckers. You are the enemy this week. I got much respect for you, dog. You're in my tournament. But fuck you and fuck your Minnesota Vikings. But I got a lot of respect and a lot of love for you. So I don't know if that's going to entice you to respond. But I hope to get some kind of response back from you, Richard Pryor. Because I would love to see it. I want to see some fucking hate this week. Do I think Texans are going to win this game? Probably not. Do I want them to win? Fuck yeah. On the offensive side of the ball, how we're going to beat the fucking Vikings if we do. Obviously, we got to establish the pass game because we know that Minnesota's got a stellar fucking defense, especially that front fucking 7. And Xavier Rhodes is a fucking beast, man. Terrence Newman is a beast. Let's just keep it real, all right? These guys are fucking... I mean, your defense is probably the #1 defense in the NFL. They got to be #1 in the NFL. I don't know if there's any other defense that is beating them right now. Not even the Eagles' defense, I think, is better than yours. I think you guys got the top defense in the NFL, hands down. But let's just be honest, guys. The Texans will probably lose this game by a score of 21-17, but I think we'll keep it close. I think we'll keep it close, but we'll fall a little short. But it's okay, though, because I'm not too mad about it because we're going up against a really good elite team. And this team right here, if Minnesota can run with the ball, meaning like if they can establish a streak of 8 or 9-0, I really truly believe that they could probably come the #1 seed in the NFC when the playoff starts. I mean, who would think without Teddy Bridgewater and Adrian Peterson, who would think that you guys would win with Sam Bradford at quarterback? I mean, I'm not saying he sucks, but I didn't think that he would have the kind of start he had either. But don't fucking sleep on this Texans team, because I guarantee you motherfuckers, if you do, you're going to fucking lose. Now, understand this, okay? You don't have your running back, but you do got Jerick McKinnon and Matt Asada and Ronnie Hillman. I never even heard of those guys before. They're fucking no-names. But do you even need a fucking running game with the tight end like Kyle Rudolph and Cordell Patterson and Treadwell and all them other guys? Do you really think you're going to need a run game? You don't even need Adrian Peterson now. Shit, man, y'all guys established. Y'all can actually gear away from the run game and stick to your passing game. And I think you guys could be able to compete with us. I really think so. Brock Osweiler's going to have to be very poised in the pocket. He's going to have to make better decisions. And I mean, he's going to have to do what he did against the Titans, and that's throw the ball down the field on this defense. Because I'm telling you, this defense right here, if you got to beat them, you got to beat them deep. Because I guarantee you the short passes aren't really going to do too well. I mean, look at Eli Manning last week. Ask Mr. Bad Dog how Eli did when he was throwing the short passes, dink and dunk passes. That shit did not fucking work at all. In fact, it did exactly the opposite effect. It did not work. It had no fucking effect on the Minnesota Vikings. And when that pass rush came in from the Vikings, Eli was forced to throw the ball away, man. He threw interceptions like a motherfucker. And that's what's going to happen to us if we're not careful. So on the offensive side, our offensive line is going to be so crucial in this game. Just like for Minnesota, are they going to be able to stop the Texan defense with that offensive line? Because we got a good pass rush too. You got a great pass rush. We got a good pass rush. Our secondary is going to be our problem. I think for you guys, it's more so of the run. I think we can establish, if we can maybe get LaVar Miller to get some carries, maybe we can open up the passing game a little bit. If LaVar Miller can get some carries and actually run the ball and not get 20 attempts for 60-something yards like he did against Patriots, that was horrible. I think like I said, I think the Texans can win this game. I think realistically we're not. But this is 8 week. So fuck the Minnesota Vikings. And Star, if you're watching this, man, got nothing but love and respect for you, but fuck you too. It's 8 week. It's the sexiest man alive. And I'm officially signing out.